is a shot day. Haven't recorded for a couple shots now. We were on vacation. I did take my apparatus with me this time though, so I did take my shots while I was gone. I weighed in today at 253.4. The last time I weighed in, I didn't weigh in at the last two shots because I was on vacation and did not have a scale. But the last official weigh-in that I have is 254.4, so that's a pound down. I actually weighed myself yesterday and it was 252.4. But I had pizza yesterday and it takes time to work its way out of your system. So 253.4 is the official weigh-in for today. I am still doing 5 milligrams every 4 days. It seems to be not awful, like when I was taking the 7.5 shots every 5 days, I was having really bad sulfur burps. Haven't really been experiencing those, even though I'm taking it more frequently. So I would think that maybe I would have more in my system at any given time. Maybe it's the amount that I was taking. I don't know. I have no idea why it's affecting me slightly different this time. I was so excited that I really didn't have heart palpitations for the vacation. Wasn't doing anything different, just didn't seem to have them. And I was a little paranoid, but when you don't have them, you don't really think about them. So every other day I'd be like, oh, I haven't had those in a while. Well, the day that we left, maybe the evening before we left, started getting them again. I just had one just now. So they're not all day, every day, but they're increasing in frequency. Had another one just now. Not 100% sure why at all, as we've discussed before. Who knows why? I don't know. I have no idea. The only thing that's kind of maybe making me think that there was on Reddit, there was a comment that someone said when they started losing weight, they started getting palpitations. I don't know if there's something in my body that's letting go, even though the scale's not necessarily showing it. I don't know if that's something, and so that's a trigger or a stressor on my body. I have no idea. But right now they're manageable. They're not coming so hard and so frequent that I just want to stay in my bedroom all day like they were for a while there. So I had to do a new cartridge today. I'd used my last one when I was on vacation. When I was taking the air out of this one, I was getting some of it out of the top. So I can't imagine that I lost a lot of it. And I don't even know why I was getting liquid coming out of the top, because I was very carefully putting it on a surface straight up and down as I was getting the air out of it, on the table. So I don't know. And the last time, I think I maybe had a scotch left over in my cartridge at the end. So I don't know. I feel like I'm fairly accurate when it comes to putting the liquid in with the powder form. Anyway. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I am sanitizing the area with an alcohol prep pad as per usual. I have already put this to 25, which that'd be 25 units, but since I am doing half the liquid, it would generally be 50 units, so this is 5 milligrams just with half the liquid. Because I didn't want to, there's no point in me having to do just a crap ton of liquid, right? Okay. Try to relax my leg. Ooh. And this is where the cartridge is at after the 25 units. Okay, and that was my shot for today. Aside from the heart palpitations, everything has been feeling pretty good. I depending on what time I get up, kind of dictates when I start to feel hungry. If I'm getting up early, like 6:37, then I tend to feel hungry pretty early on in the morning. If I'm getting up slightly later, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, which happens sometimes, I usually don't really tend to have hunger pains until noon or later sometimes. And sometimes I just eat because I'm like, well, it's, 2 o'clock, I should probably eat. But I think I had 2 meals yesterday. I think. I ate last night, like around 9 o'clock. I was kind of feeling snackish, so I had like 5 cherries, because cherries are in season right now, and a couple slices of prosciutto, and a yogurt cup, and like a small handful of Cheetos. So that was my dinner / late night snack, which I wasn't super hungry at the time, just snackish. My husband and I have been playing Baldur's Gate 3 for the last week or so, and we can usually get a few hours of gaming in. So meal times are, especially in the summertime, they're kind of up in the air. I mean, our kids are fed, don't get me wrong, but we don't do the traditional 3 meals a day and everybody sits together for dinner situation. I used to do that, but I used to be the one doing the dishes all the time because we had a deal. I would wash and my husband would put away. But when you make more elaborate meals, there's more dishes to clean up, and I kind of just got sick of it. So we went to a very truncated, all right, let's grill some meat. Here's a vegetable. Well, not even a vegetable. We didn't really do vegetables all that much, but like here's like an applesauce pouch. You have a mandarin orange cup. There's an apple. There's a banana, whatever. And then the kids just kind of, during the summertime, during the school, they have school lunches, which are slightly more well-rounded, but they can still pick and choose what they want to eat. So it's not like I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. So the kids are fed, we're being fed. We just don't do the standard 3 meals a day. But Baldur's Gate 3, super fun. Usually when I play a game a lot, I have dreams about it. Like when I was doing Minecraft real hardcore for a while, I was having Minecraft dreams. Now I'm having Baldur's Gate dreams. So that I think is kind of funny, but it's a fairly fun game. I do start training for a new job at the end of the month. It's another phones job, which we've talked about this before. I'm not loving being on the phones. Sometimes it exacerbates my anxiety. But what I do love about this particular position is it's with Omni interactions again. So you get to choose your own schedule. Like maybe their hours of operation for this particular client is like 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. You can choose your hours from whenever you want. And from week to week, they don't have to be the same. So if I have an appointment on Wednesday at noon, then I will just not schedule myself for that time. Or if my kids have like a braces appointment, I can schedule my shift knowing what I have coming up, like in the coming weeks. So that's pretty cool. This particular one, I just have to work 25 hours 1 week a month, and then like 10 hours a week for the rest of the weeks in the month. So technically that's like 55 hours a month, which on the one hand, it doesn't pay a lot. So that kind of sucks. But on the other hand, it's something, and I like the flexibility. So hopefully I'm a good fit for this position. It's like with a healthcare card type of a thing, like people call in to activate their card or to find out about what benefits they get from this particular card. My dad has a secondary health insurance through Aetna with his Medicare. I think it's Medicare. I think Medicaid's for disability, maybe. I can't recall. Anyway, so he gets like $75 every quarter that he can use with his Aetna card. I'm not sure if this healthcare card is kind of the same thing. I'm assuming it is, but I guess I'll find out. The thing I don't like about it is you don't get paid for training. There was a couple other courses that I could have signed up for, like a couple other clients, but those ones had such long trainings, like 8 hours a day with a live facilitator. Now, I don't mind if there's a lot of training if I can do it on my own time, because I can read pretty quick, and a lot of the stuff, it seems kind of common sense-ish, But when you have to be with someone, facilitator-led, for 8 hours a day, and like you don't get paid for that, I don't love it. So there were other ones that maybe paid a little bit more, but the training was like 3 times as long. Or that you'd have training for a week and then you'd be on phones for like 4 days. And then there'd be another round of training and then you'd be on phones for like 3 days. And then there'd be like a final round of training and then, you would go. I don't want to do that. I've got a life to live. So, even though it pays slightly less, it's only one round of training. And it's a 6-month contract, I guess. And as long as my numbers are good, then I'll just keep going. That being said, if I just hate it, like if these people who are calling in are just not doing it for me, then I'll probably break the contract early. We'll see how that goes. I haven't really watched a lot of films lately. We just ended Only Murders in the Building season 3 yesterday. And of course, then they left it on a cliffhanger for season 4. So I'm going to watch that when that comes out. We're still working our way through Witcher. I think we're on the second season. Might be on the third. No, we're on the second season of Witcher. It'll be interesting to see how Liam Hemsworth does in that role after taking it over from Henry Cavill, because Henry did a pretty good job with that. But yeah, movie-wise, when we were on vacation for the last week, so we didn't watch TV once. I did a lot of reading on vacation, which is so nice because I love to read. But yeah, other than that, health is pretty good aside from the palpitations, which are somewhat minimal at this stage. Not losing weight. I may be increasing my dose here in another shot or 2. Maybe I'll go through the rest of this 30 milligrams and then kind of play it by ear from there. I don't know. I've got no clue. It's all kind of just a guessing game at this stage. But all right. I hope you guys are doing well. I will talk to you later. Bye.